Another month has passed us by. I do not know where this year is going. It's absolutely flown. Anyway guys, it's time for the July edition of the server update tour. We haven't got much to show you this month because everyone's working on projects in the background. So join us in August when we got a bit more. But still, let's go see what's been happening over the last 4 weeks. Holmesbridge, the brand new town on the server built by Raxo, who has just joined us recently. I think he is the first builder on since we've reopened applications, so anyone that wants to join, please head on over to our Discord as usual and make sure you follow the procedure over there. So this lovely town of Holmesbridge is based upon the English town of Wareham. So Wareham's based over in Dorset, which is a county next to Hampshire, which is also a county next to Sussex. That doesn't help anyone, does it? But still, so Raxo is actually from the region, so he knows a lot about the area. And what I can say is it's just filled to the brim with Georgian architecture. Oh my. Oh, it just really gets me going. Nothing else gets me going more than a lovely garden like this. So if we carry on over this way, I believe we're going to come to the quayside. Let me just change these shaders around quickly. Perfect, so now we can see it in all its glory. So Holmesbridge is a little market town along the River Plym here. So the River Plym carries on down to the town of Staiton that we'll build later on in the series whenever we get round to that. So take in all of the notes that you can find here. Look at this place. There are so many little details and bits and bobs going on. So this area here is really nice, and I gotta say I love the texturing in the river as well. You know me guys, I like texturing riverbeds for no apparent reason other than when we go on server tours and we can just get down close and personal with it and look at that dirt. It's not even dirt, is it? It's podzol. So really cool looking bridge. This is a really interesting way of doing the gradients in there as well. So you go from a lighter stone up to a granite and then through to the bricks on top. So the reason I'm sort of doing a whistle stop tour around here is because Raxo has invited me over to have a proper tour, as we've just done with Goblin there. So he'll be giving me a guided tour around the place, showing me all the proper sights and sounds, and just giving me a little in-depth about why he's built it this way. So we're moving on up here to, I believe, the town hall with Church Street, and it's again just great, reminiscent of MS Build's towns. Now speaking of MS Builds, we will be going over there in a bit to his town of Beccles, which he has just sort of not completed as such. There's still a lot to do, but he has done a massive amount of work to it. So carrying up this road here, just want to get a bit more of this feel in. The telegraph poles are a real nice addition here as well. Yes, it can look a little bit odd with the chains going across like that, but still the overall impression of it is a real nice one. So as we move out to this side of town here, you can see the houses start to get larger and more Edwardian. There's some interesting takes on here. I, for one, am not a massive fan of having end rods in windows, but I can see Raxo has done it here as just another way of putting that large window bar across. What's quite nice as well is instead of just having buildings filling up everything, we've got open space that's been fenced off to make little paddocks and little areas allow you to carry on down to the riverside. Yes, this is really nice. So guys, take note on all of that. That is a beautiful little Georgian town. As I said, I'll be back here soon with Raxo for a proper tour around the place. Right, before I drown in this river, let's go on over and see what MS Builds has been up to over in Beccles. Right, all aboard the express back down to Whiteburg City. So we're finally at train station, guys. We haven't shown one of these off on the server for a while, but here we are. Welcome to Beccles, and there is an entire town to explore. Not today, no. MS Builds is going to join me for a tour around here soon enough. But today, what I want to show you is the train station, the extensive sidings, and just the sheer engineering beauty that is around here. So let's start off down here with the train building itself. It's a proper nice Victorian, middle sort of Victorian Gothic building. Love the large pitched roof and the big windows around here as well. So this is a station master's house, a nice little garden here for him to look after while he's living in here. And then we've got the big bridges that go over. So we've got one bridge that takes people across and actually through the station without being part of the station. Now what you can see here is lately in our texture pack it's been updated to actually fit 1.17. Even though we're not playing on it. That was very close. But what's happened is we filled in the trapdoors for the warped wood. Now it does work. I think it looks quite nice for some things. Other things it doesn't work for exactly. I know that Aussie moans at me for not having it working now for Art Nouveau stuff, but you can win some, you can lose some with that. Anyway, this is a really nice little walkway. I like how it goes out here to the open fields. You can see these in train stations all over the country. Now, the train station itself is gigantic. Just look at it. So there's a large maltings here, which is what this big building here is, with all of these oost houses on. That's not how you pronounce them, but they've got these big chimneys on them like that. And just breathe in all of that industry there. So MS Builds has been working away tirelessly at this place for many months now, ever since we really started back on the server. And he is a god when it comes to building just any little things like this. So we've got some trains going on through here and some wagons on this side in the goods shed. So what we've got going on here are a couple of cattle pens. So what happens is people get driven out of here, which is a little cattle shed or something, and they get taken over here and then loaded up into these little cattle areas, these pens, and then they're loaded up onto a train later on to be taken off to the slaughter. Yeah, it's not nice. But further on down this way, we have the signal boxes, or even the gantries as well with the signals on. Now, for train stations in the early sort of 20th century, you ended up having loads and loads of semaphore signals like these, ready to direct you on which track to take. When you look at any sort of old station pictures, you always see them, but nowadays they're obviously replaced by just a lamp sitting there going red or green. What's nice again is we've got this long extended platform with more canopies and just more trains on it. It feels like it may have been two different stations at once, or it's just the fact it's staggered down here because look at this junction down here. There is so much else going on. So this way goes off to the town of Heptonstall, which is Chris's town, and over this way we'll carry on towards the north of the country. We haven't actually found anything further north yet, so that's probably the extremities up there. Now what's really cool is this little turntable. I've never seen one done like this in Minecraft before, so please guys take note on that. That is an incredible design. Well done MS Builds, I love that. So I just want to quickly look up here and see if there's anything else to see apart from this goods shed out here and just this really extensive sidings. And let's take a little gaze back across these tracks. So if anyone's wondering what we use for basalt, for ballast on the ground, that's what we've gone for, a sort of granite mixed with brown concrete powder and some dirt mixed in there as well. So guys, that has been Beccles train station. We will be back here for a full tour soon with MS Builds, so make sure you stick around on the channel for that. Right, let's carry on over to our next location. Right, so if you guys cast your minds back to last month when we were in Heptonstall, and I said how amazing it was, and it was on the river down there, and we had all of that lovely gardens we went and looked through. Well, Chris went and changed it completely, and here we are in a brand new town, already looking probably 100 times better than what was here last month. So great stuff already. I love the mixture of the Tudor buildings here with the Georgian stuff. Now, currently it is only about a road and a square, and what we've been invited over to see is that church at the end there. Now, it is the Church of St. Philip. It's based on Arundel Cathedral, which is the same place that the castle is based on over there that we saw a couple of months ago. Wow, time is really flying by. But this is really cool. I love these Georgian buildings, as you know, and this is a nice looking, a handsome looking building here. And that is a disgusting sign that needs to be burnt off the face of the earth. So guys, if you haven't already known, I am a member of the CDP, and you can be as well. I mean, we knew it was coming, didn't we? We knew it was coming. So today, guys, we can offer you a brand new price of £184 to come and join the CDP. And once you've joined, you get yourself pineapples for life. That's right, pineapples for life. We can't offer pineapples for life. Don't know why we're offering that. Anyway, let's carry on with this tour and let's go see this church up here. So this lovely square around here invokes feelings of just any Georgian town in the country, along with all of these sort of Tudor buildings still locked in. That's all I've got to say about this place so far. Tudor and Georgian go hand in hand because they just are both gorgeous styles. Now, I'm avoiding the church on purpose because I keep seeing different vistas around here. Different alleyways and different views keep popping into my view. So take note on how this is done. You've got the trapdoors around there rather than fences. I think that's a nice little touch as well. Can we get into the church? Is there a door somewhere? Maybe we've already walked past it. Do you know what? I don't think there is a door, but there is a wob statue here, which is amazing. Let's have a quick fly around the building itself. So it's been built out of jungle mixed with some stripped oak, which I think is a really nice effect. Gives you that proper dark sandstony colour that we do actually lack in the game. And if you look at that, the spire is a real nice one as well, made out of some black stone to give it the effect of it being made out of iron, I believe. Hey Chrissa, this is great. As you can see, planning is up in the air. Again, you knew I was going to say this at some point. But what is quite nice is the actual planning is extensive. Oh, just look at that. So this is the town to watch for next month's tour, just to see what's going on. And of course, if you want to, we can always have a tour together, Chrissa, to see what's going on here. Right guys, it's time to move on over to see what's been happening in Linford. If you haven't already seen that video of me and Goblin wandering around there, then go check it out after this one. But for now, let's go for a quick little fly around there. Right, smile for the camera. I've just photobombed someone's thing here. Maybe this is the world's first photobomb. I don't know. This is a great camera design, Goblin. I know you've used some custom heads there on top to give you that beautiful looking lens. So welcome guys to the town of Linford. We have been here before. We have been here again. And today I'm just going to do a quick little whistle stop tour around to show you what's been happening. So if I turn around... No, can't say it again. Planning is up in the air currently, and Goblin knows what he wants to do now. So Goblin had a city here, had a town here, and we saw it about 2 months ago on the server update tour, mainly featuring that beautiful cathedral over there. And now what he's done is he's gone ahead and he's made it more Georgian rather than the Tudor buildings he had previously. So everything was stripped out. He then worked it back down to the river over here and built it up all around this bridge. So this is one of the details that I love the most about this town. Now, it's not even the building, and I thought this was my head at first, but no. This is a little surveyor's barge. So this goes out in the river, carries on across, and it allows these guys to measure how deep the river is at certain points. So this is like one of those builds that is just stupidly small and doesn't really matter, but I like it so much that it makes me really excited. So the rest of the town has been looked at in depth, as I mentioned, with me and Goblin walking around there in the video. Go click that little card up in the top corner. Now before we go anywhere, I do want to show you this, because this is just one of the coolest details in the game as well. Our house is on fire here, but just, you know, bellowing out smoke out of every window and out the chimneys. Oh, great. And he's even gone ahead and built a little fire engine down here as well to add to the details of the town. Okay, is this your house, sir? I'm so sorry. You can probably get some money back if you come over to the CDP and find your way. Yes, guys, another advert for the CDP. If you want home insurance, we do that. We can fill your home with pineapples so it never burns down again. Make sure you do join today. I love how this whole video, I've actually just been lying about what's going on with the CDP. Anyway, the figure piece of the town, apart from the cathedral over there, is the Church of St Mary by the Wardrobe. Yes, St Mary by the Wardrobe. I knew I was right. We won't show you the inside because that's spoilers for that other video. So guys, that has been Linford. There is going to be so much more happening here. Goblin, great stuff indeed. I can't wait to see where that stuff ends up. So guys, it's time to go on over and see a single build that Lamwan has done. It's actually in relation to a video he's just put out, so let's go see what it is. Right, so do you guys know who John Nash is? Probably not, although you might do if you enjoy a bit of architecture. Now, John Nash was an architect in the Regency period of British architecture. He helped sort of spur it on with these beautiful buildings. Now, this is one that Lamwan has built just because he saw it on the internet and went, wow, that looks great. So this is York Gate. It's part of the buildings over around Regent's Park, and I've got to say, it's beautiful, isn't it? Just look how clean the lines are around it. The details are perfect. The pediment is beautiful. These little capitals are really nice. Everything is great. Now, the key feature that helps this build out the best are the windows. So the way you make these windows is with the debug stick, and when you do that, you go on up to it, and then you left click to change what you're looking at, so that one's now facing south, and you right click to turn it on and off. Now this is a detail that is actually in base game of vanilla sort of Minecraft if you are playing on the Java version, and that's a great little tool to use. That's a great little tool to use when you're sort of needing small little details done where the game goes, but you know you can probably do it. So anyway guys, that is all there is to show of this build. I think that's a great little addition and it will work really well with what we've got planned for Whiteburg City. You will see next month. I promise you. There is something big coming. Something big coming to Whiteburg City. Anyway then guys, that has been July's edition of the server update tour. I hope you've enjoyed looking around what's been mainly happening in Whiteburg this month. Like I said at the beginning of the video, people have been working stuff in the background. There's been a few people off and away, finishing up school and college. So once they're back, we can finally explore the entirety of the server in multiple parts. But until then, remember guys, get inspired, get building, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.